Hello, my name's Tony and welcome back to Fragdicted. In today's episode, I'm going to be going through a little haul video. They're fragrances that we picked up from Jovoy in Mayfair in London. Stay with me to find out what we picked up. So we met some fragrance friends in Jovoy in London. We had a fabulous time there. The staff were incredible, so hats off to everybody, to Ollie and the team there. They were really accommodating and they were really patient and they were really enthusiastic. They helped us pick some gems. So thank you again to the team at Jovoy in Mayfair. So firstly, I'm going to run through the bigger bag, which just has 2 fragrances in. Admittedly, these ones aren't mine. My son, Josh, he decided to come with us to London and he picked himself out, not 1, but 2 fragrances. I was doubtful he was even going to pick 1. He's not massive into fragrance. He shows a small interest, but it's just not his bag. But he came with me. He really enjoyed himself. The other gents that met us there were fantastic with him and he had a really lovely time. So thank you to the other gents that joined us in helping create a memory for Josh too. So these are the 2 fragrances he picked out. So let's start with the first one. It is called Mujina Sin and it's an eau de parfum. And you can see you get the box and you get the sleeve. These are completely refillable. Let me show you. So you get a nice holder for the fragrance to keep it protected and keep the dust off it, which is quite nice. And this is what the fragrance is like. You also get a little funnel in case you do want to buy the refill and use that to put back in the bottle again. So this is the bottle, really thick, heavy glass with the plastic white cap on the top, which just comes off. Clips on there nicely, and you get this silver atomizer. Now this has notes of orange, ginger, heliotrope, tonka, amber, musk, vanilla, so it's quite a sweet fragrance. If you like something like Mula Mula, I think you would like this too. It is quite a vanilla heavy fragrance, but it smells wonderful, it really does. It's got this real bright orange note in the opening, which really gives it some lift, but it settles back into a beautiful vanilla note. It's got some spices, but it's got some fruitiness to it too. Really lovely. Great choice from Josh. So, and a brand that I've not really had any experience with, but it lasts forever. And that is the first fragrance we picked up. Next, we picked up from the Niche House. This is again Josh's. This was his second purchase. And it's from Orchestra Parfums, and this one is called Electro Lemonade, and that is the box. You may have seen, this is a little bit more familiar to me, the bottles of these. I've seen these on Instagram. Lovely presentation, black back, black wooden top, gold atomizer, and this is a much fresher, more summery fragrance. Brilliant atomizer on that. It's sort of slow pressurized atomizer where you spray it and it lets out this gorgeous blast of like a lemonade but a sherbet note in there. The aldehydes in this are incredible. That lemon and the fizzy note stays throughout the wearing as well, which is incredible. Gorgeous fragrance. One I would never ever get tired of smelling actually. It is beautiful, beautifully done by the company, and one that I think Josh is super proud to now own in his collection. None of his mates are going to smell like this either, which I think is really great. So that is Josh's fragrances out the way. Let's move on to the ones that I picked up. Firstly, I picked up one called Sideshow from Chi Chi. Again, a brand I haven't really got any experience of before. It says on the front, eau de parfum for tattooed skin. They're from Paris. That is the bottle. It's a 100 ml bottle. It smells like banana bubblegum. It's got this leather and almost a sort of incensey tobacco accord in it that takes it in a completely different direction from the sweet opening. It's a really interesting fragrance, and it just stays sweet enough throughout the wearing, but it's got enough interesting notes in there to make it completely different to anything else I own. I love the cap's nice, it's plastic cap, but it fits on there really snugly. Sort of black atomizer, good atomizer on them. Really, really lovely fragrance, and that is called Sideshow from Chi Chi. That bubblegum note in the air is incredible, by the way, it really is. Then you get that blast, I can smell it now in the air, you get this sort of blast of sort of this leathery tobacco note. Gorgeous stuff. Next we have another from a house that I haven't really heard anything about, and they're called Nobile 1942. They're an Italian brand, and this one is called La Danza del Libile. So this one slides open from the side, and the bottle, which I cannot wait to show you, really grabbed my attention in the shop. It's really heavy glass. There are 75 ml. They retail, I believe, for around £115 here in the UK, so they're not massively overpriced at all. Really well priced for a niche fragrance. The lid is metal, it's really heavy, lovely, lovely lids, lovely detailing on them. Details on top of the atomizer, lovely metal plate on the front. It's got the logo etched into both sides as well. It's got the name of the brand etched into the bottom. So the bottles are amongst the best that I've come across in terms of presentation. It is gorgeous. The lid clips on properly. You see a nice satisfying noise as it clips on. And this was pointed out from Ollie in the shop. Once he said what it reminded him of, I couldn't get that out of my brain. Now it's effectively a vanilla fragrance with some citrus, but to me it smells just like a lolly stick that you've just finished, and you've got that, like a Twister lolly. You've finished a Twister lolly, but it's still got a hint of vanilla on there. You're licking the lolly and you're getting that sniff and that whiff of the lolly stick mixed with the vanilla note from the Twister and slight fruitiness there as well. That is what you get from this. The smell is unmistakable. It is completely unique. I've never smelled anything like it, and I'm so excited to have it in my collection. My wife sprayed this the other day in the bedroom, and I knew instantly what she'd sprayed because of that reminder of what the fragrance is like. I'm not going to get that out of my brain, but it does smell wonderful, and I'm really excited to own it. So that is La Danza del Libile. Just ruined that. Let's move on to the last pickup. So I got 3 different fragrances. Now it's from the same brand again. I just fell in love with the brand. I want them all. This is called Perfume. I think that's how you pronounce it. These are the old style boxes apparently. They've just upgraded, I think, to this style, which is a lot nicer, because the box doesn't really match, I think, the presentation of the bottle. Now, I know that's not important. The bottle, again, on this is phenomenal. This has got, again, the metal cap. It's a slightly different shape, rounded cap, a little bit taller, the cap on this one. It's got a slightly sort of darker, rather than the real gold there, it's got like an aged gold feel to it. Really lovely gold atomizer, the lovely gold plate on the front, name etched into the bottom, logo etched into the atomizer and the sides. So Perfume, what does it smell like? Now, there is a fragrance that this reminds me of, and it is by Killian, and it is Love Don't Be Shy. It's got this candied orange smell to it, so a slightly more orange feel to it than Love Don't Be Shy. It's got that Play-Doh-y vanilla feel to it as well. It is gorgeous. It lasts all day. I have worn it to work already, and I could smell it on me and get wafts of it all day, and I'm completely blown away. 75 mils, £115 I think this cost. I'm so intrigued by what this brand has to offer now. I've found myself a little niche, a little brand that not many people know or talk about. If you have heard anything about this brand and you've got any fragrances, let me know. I'm really intrigued to hear about ones that you may have tried or loved, so leave a comment below. As with Jovoy, I got a bag full of goodies, lots and lots of samples in there to enjoy and get to know and see if I can find more loves. My last little thing I got of the day was from the awesome Matt at Question & Scent, and he provided me with a new sample of the new fragrance by Creed, and that is Viking Cologne, and I'll be talking about that very, very soon. So thank you so much for staying with me for this little haul. And thanks again to Jovoy and the team. Thanks for my lovely fragrance friends that met me there. We had Thomas, we had George, we had Matt, we had Nick, and my son Josh, as well as me. So 6 of us. We had a fabulous day, we really did. Thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, it'd be awesome if you could do that. And like. Don't forget to keep smelling wonderful.